I get to work with college graduates, I get to work with college students all the time. And the thing that's great about that is the optimism, the grit, the perseverance, the can-do attitude that you all bring to your lives, and the vision you had of a better life, to do this hard thing you've done, to get a college degree, a very rare thing still in the world. Fewer than 7% of the globe's population have college degrees. Even fewer have master's degrees or PhDs. So you're a rarity in this world, and in some ways I think the world needs you more than ever. There isn't another group of college graduates in America today with whom I'd be more proud and more proud of. So it is an honor for us to work with you and get you to the finish line. I think you all should take a moment, because you didn't get here without a lot of support. There are kids who were patient with you as you had to stay focused on your work, spouses that jumped in and filled in, grandparents who took over for a while. Why don't you give a round of applause? Find your family and friends and everyone who supported you and give them a round of applause wherever they are.
I would like to thank, most and foremost, my family, always being behind me and not letting me down.
I would like to thank all the online community. Everybody's been so supportive. You put a question out and everybody's there to help answer it. Helena Iaquina has been amazing. She's been part of the peer leader program, which I have been a participant in, and my husband has been super supportive. So it's like the saying, it takes a village. Everybody pitches in and helps, and it really makes a difference to help you reach your goals.
I have to say the entire Office of Online Engagement has really been a great support. If I have a question about, I've been involved in the online clubs and different things, so if I have a question about a club or a different opportunity, if I have questions about the Leads Conference, I know that there's staff there that I can contact, and they're always very positive and supportive and very welcoming, and really they work to try to include as many students as the university enrolls.
I would like to thank my fiance. He's definitely my biggest supporter, my biggest cheerleader, my biggest rock, whether it is helping me do laundry or just being there to tell me that it will be worth it. So definitely shout out to him.
Thanking, first of all, my wife for being a great support through everything, and secondly to my mom, who's not with us anymore, but she was a professor at a university up north, and she's one of my motivators. And lastly, just my advisor, who's been there every step of the way, kind of helped guiding me in the right direction and being there for me.
I would like to thank my husband. We are notorious for having really late night homework dates at our house, so our dining room table is often covered with books and laptops and coffee and bowls of snacks that we are hanging out and doing work together. Instead of traditional date nights, that's kind of been us for the last couple of years, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It's been a lot of fun to work on a degree with somebody who gets it and who is just as supportive as I am of him. And it's just encouraging to watch him grow in his dream and his passion as well.
My family's been really great with kind of giving me the time to kind of work on my homework and still finding time to work with them. I've had, my employers have been great, my managers and coworkers have been great and encouraging with giving me the time to go and attend things that are related to school.
There's a few girls that I used to work with at Lawrence General who were going to SNHU when we worked overnights, and I noticed that they were graduating and they were getting their studies done, and I said, that looks like it might work for me as well, because being a single mom, working full-time, I don't have a lot of time to be in a traditional student in a traditional classroom. And I'd just like to thank Melissa and Dixania, who are SNHU alumni, for leading me into SNHU, because it's just led me to a wonderful education.
I have to also just thank my husband, and he just finished his executive master's. So we were both students for about 18 months of his journey, and he supports me, I support him, and he's as proud of me as I am of him.
It's not one specific individual that I would like to thank, but it's more so a group of individuals that I would like to thank for this opportunity that I have here at Southern New Hampshire University. First being Laura Cordry. She pulled me out of the hallway at the reception and she forced me to network. And all the people that I met that night were staff members, and those became my first friends. So Helena, Aaron, Laura, Tiff Pfeiffer, Jen Kidwell, and Steven, and a ton of others. But these are all some of my closest friends that I have here, and I really appreciate them because even though we don't talk often, they don't miss a birthday, and they're always checking up on me, just making sure that I'm still fighting a good fight towards graduation and pursuing some of my goals.
I want to thank my daughter, Katie Rose, for motivating me to do this, to better our life, and to show her how to persevere through anything. I want to thank my mom and dad for standing by me and encouraging me and always telling me that I could do anything that I put my mind to, no matter what age that you are. And then I would like to thank my husband for all the times that I procrastinated doing homework and I just didn't feel like doing it and that it was too much, for supporting me and helping me and pushing me across the finish line.
I mean, there's a lot of people I want to thank on this journey. Definitely my parents, just for always supporting me, being there, encouraging me, motivating me when I feel like I couldn't go on, when school got a little hard for me, handling school and life together. You know, just having that push from my parents definitely helped. Definitely my advisors, my academic career advisors, you know, helping me figure out which classes to take, which would be the best route for me. First and foremost, you know, definitely God, you know, just always keeping me on that spiritual path, motivating me to keep going.
My name is Brett James Martin. I'm from Attleboro, Massachusetts. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you to my wife, Tessa. People talk about who it is that helps support them and get them to the finish line. Well, you can't get to the finish line if you don't even start. I've been thinking about returning to school for my master's degree for years. And I've been seriously thinking about it for months, debating every single aspect of it. And then one night I finally said to my wife, "Tell me what you think about it. Give me your brutal, honest opinion." Well, she looked at me straight in the eyes and said, "I think you should have done it years ago." I applied to SNHU that night, and well, here I am now. So thank you, babe, for being there from the beginning to the very end. And a quick thank you to our boys who have had quite a bit of patience with Daddy while he's done his homework. Thank you. I love you guys very much.
Hi, my name is Lynn Craig Leo from Cheshire, Connecticut, and I'd like to thank my entire family and especially my daughter Casey, my study buddy who is also graduating today, to get me through this whole journey. I love you all. Mwah.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne Blanchard. I just wanted to thank my husband Timothy for helping me along this journey. He has tutored me in math and dried all my tears when I felt like giving up. I also wanted to thank my study buddy, Keanu. And I also wanted to thank my mom, my little brother, my friend Danya, and my two little sisters for supporting in me and believing in me when I didn't myself. And most importantly, I want to thank my advisor, Samantha. She has truly been a gem for me this entire process. Every time we connected, I left feeling refreshed and just ready to tackle the next week. So thank you, everyone, and we did it.
Hi, my name is Casey Whittington, and I'm from Cheshire, Connecticut. And I would like to thank my whole family, as well as my boyfriend, for their support through this adventure through my education, but especially my mom, because she went through the CFA program with me, became my in-house study buddy, and I never would have made it through the program and to the finish line without her.
Hello, my name is Hema Kelvil. As I walk across the stage today and accept my diploma, I can't help but think that my family should be walking side by side with me. Mommy, I worked hard to succeed because you showed me what hard work looks like. Babe, you showed me how to take advantage of every opportunity that comes in my path. Brother, through your unconditional love, you gave me confidence. Abby, my baby, you are my motivation and the reason I am here today. And thank you to all my family for all the continued support that they gave me through this process.
Hey everybody, I want to do a quick shout out to my family today that's in the audience, as well as the SNHU community. My journey with SNHU started back in 2011 as an undergrad. I then landed my dream job here on campus in 2015. Here we are in 2019, and I'm about to walk across the stage to receive my master's degree. Another quick shout out to my dad that's here with us today in the audience. He is also a New Hampshire College alum. I am so excited that we now are both alums from a place that I call home. Again, thanks everybody for your support. Roll Penman.
My husband, he has been so supportive. Being able to study at night with a newborn was very hard. And he was there to just support me. Being able to run my catering business with, responsibilities as a parent and as a wife, he was there, when I was in the kitchen by myself, sweating and, just working hard.
So my family knew when Sunday assignments were due, always. That's when mommy really needed to work. I would always rent the study room at the library, and I would bring my daughters with me, and they would do their homework at the table while I studied. There were many nights that they had to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for dinner, and that's okay because they still got fed. But they knew that what I was doing was important. They supported it 100%. My husband would take a day off from work if need be, if I had a final coming up, and make it happen for me to get to where I needed to be, because they knew it was important for me, and it was something that I was doing for myself, which as a mom, you never do things for yourself. But they recognized it, and they were proud of me and supported it.
I have a lot of respect and admiration for the coming graduates, and that's just great job. We all know how much time it takes to do the discussion board post and all the readings, and how many times you have to go through your papers to make sure that your paper is as good as you want it to be and articulated. So great job on hard work, and hopefully you'll find success in what you've been working towards.
Congratulations, you guys are amazing and rock stars, and you did it, and keep going.
To the graduates of the class of 2019, congratulations, you made it, and keep going, it doesn't stop. Take that same fire and intensity to push you towards your next journey, your next career, and don't ever stop believing in yourself. Some of you may feel that you're too old to pursue and time is winding up, but as long as you stay in the game, you're going to give yourself as much time as needed to complete your goals.
I would like to say to the graduating class of 2019, great job. You guys are awesome. Go out there and get it.
My words of inspiration for the graduating class would be to keep pushing towards your dreams. Sometimes we think that no one sees us as we're working hard, but you never know who's watching you, and you're inspiring them. So as we continue to push towards our goals, we're helping others without even knowing it.
Know your goals, know yourself, and do everything you can every day to make your life better and those around you. And also don't forget SNHU, because that's where you came from, as far as the next step in your journey. And we want to make sure that it's there for your children or whoever's children for down the road.
I think as you start to graduate and you start to come to the end of your degree, just think about the good work that you're going to do with it. Be humble. Don't forget where you've come from. Don't forget what it was like when you were just starting out. Don't be afraid to reach back and help somebody else. Leverage the different resources that they need to be successful. If you've accomplished something this great, you're in a position to help somebody else. So if you see somebody struggling, you see somebody who is just starting to get into the field for the first time, and you've got the credentials and the credibility, reach out and help them. Have coffee with them. Offer to help them with a project. But we all succeed together. It's not a competition where one person gets to succeed in an industry and everybody else fails. We succeed if we all succeed together. So reaching out and helping the person next to you or behind you is a really great thing to keep in mind.
To the graduating class of 2019, the advice I want to give is don't just stop here, don't be complacent. And also, you want to go back and see who you can help. The same way you needed help on this journey, there's other people that need your help. So I say the best thing is to see who you can instill life into.
I'm going to share a piece of advice that my dad gave to me when I thought that 34 was too old to go back to college to get my degree. And I said, 40, that's too old to go back. This is kind of silly to be thinking about this at my age. And he said, you're going to turn 40 regardless, so you can either do it and have your master's degree and crush it, or not. It's completely up to you. So no matter what other people may tell you or what thoughts that you may have in your mind, you can do it. And the time goes by faster than you realize.